Today we'll be looking at Wade porcelain figurines found in red rose tea in the early 60s and 70s in Canada. This is Series 1, coming up after this. Okay, grab a barrel, take a seat. We're going to be looking at the full collection of Wave 1. These came out in the 60s, throughout the 70s, and they issued them in red rose tea. They kind of remind me of turn-of-the-century porcelain figurines, and they are great miniatures for, 1/6 scale. I like to use them for, but they're adorable and they're collectible, and I managed to get all of Series 1 and Series 2, and that is really all that was offered in Canada. Then they moved to the States, and up until recently, I think they just stopped making them, and they probably will make them again, is my guess. But you can still get them to this day. New ones, and there are great. There are some great series that came out in the States, but we are going to look at Series 1. Came out in Canada. I'm not 60s something, the early 60s, and they just kept putting them out and putting them in. You'd find them in your tea. I think you'd find 2 in each box. And we will start with the fawn. Let's take a look. The fawn. We're going to look at all 32 today. So this is the fawn. It's cute. It's a baby fawn. You can see the markings that it says Wade, England. It's where they were made, where the porcelain company came from. Then we have chimpanzee. Cute. That's its bum. Have a squirrel. Cute. And I don't think these ones came out in United States, but they had some of the same animals that they put out in later series that were very similar. That's the beaver, very Canadian. Over here. I think this is an angelfish. This was the last one I found. I think because I was careful. Try to be careful, there's no chips. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But that I just found the other day, so I completed the collection. I was going to buy any angelfish I found at that point, because I wanted to know. And then this is, what is this, a spaniel? Cute. That's a cute little puppy. There's lots of dogs in this series. And we have a bison, another very Canadiana one. They're all like painted differently, and because oh my goodness, I have a chip on this one. I'm gonna have to get another bison. How did I not notice that? But I will find one. Bison, I think I've seen plenty of those. But yeah, you will find different painted versions of these. And then we have the bear cub, baby bear, which looks kind of scary. I do have a few of those, I know, because it was so cute I had to get them all. And then this is a crocodile. I forget. I used to know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. The flat ones look different on the bottom, and sometimes they vary. I'm not sure about the crocodile, but they'll have different stands depending on when they were put out. And this is a flatter one. Kind of cool. It's much different than others. And then we have the otter. And he's got a blue spot on his forehead. I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. Otter. And then they're pretty easy to find. Some thrift stores I never see them at, and other thrift stores I see them at all the time. And, is his ear? Maybe his ear's chipped on this little boar. I think I have another boar too, because I like little piggies. I can see things better, I think, on the screen when I'm showing them. It does look like a chip there, doesn't it? But cute wild boar. Kind of reminds me of Lord of the Flies when I see a boar today. And then I always mix up the otter with the sea lion, but I guess the sea lion's bigger and plumper because he's the same color and he has the same bottom too. I'll go over here to the hippopotamus. Cute. I like that one. And then we have a lion. King of the jungle. Should be. Have to rewatch this and take notes of which ones that I think are chipped. The giraffe. I've seen the giraffe with different shaped ears. Sitting down in a very cool position. And then this always reminds me that they're definitely not in scale with one another with the hedgehog. This one's very common, but I think it's one of my favorites. It's very quintessential Wade mini figurine. It's kind of the mascot for them, I would say. It's a good one. It's a heavy one. And then got them on the shelf here. I guess this is a setter. Irish setter? Is that? I don't know my dogs very well, but he's a cutie. One of those happy dogs. Hunting dogs? Cute. And then these aren't in any order. I wish there was a definitive order checklist, but this, I think this is referred to as a mongrel. Do we still call dogs mongrels today? It's cute. It seems like a hurtful name, but come on. It's the cutest dog here. And then we have the bush baby, which Hunter is holding. The face, which I guess is kind of, I don't know. I think that one's ear is chipped, but you can get some the way that they painted the eyes. You can get some really funny looking ones. Blue ears. See, I would have thought that ear was chipped, but then you can see that the blue glaze was over it, so it's not. Bush baby. And saying bush baby is fun too. And then we have, what is this? A fox. Could have painted it red. Kind of. They do remind me of, there's a lot of very Canadiana ones, but I mean, there's also jungle ones as well. It's such a strange mix of animals. Come over here to the turtle. That one of the flat ones. The flat ones are weird. I don't know if I saw lots of these when I was younger, or I guess maybe they broke more because they were so thin. And then a butterfly. which is cool. And you can get lots of painted variations, different painted variations of that one too. And then the duck. I like the duck. There's a goose in the nursery rhyme series. That is the Wave 2 is nursery rhymes, and I do have a complete set of those as well. I think I might like those more, but I did want to show you series 1 first. And then we have this fish, a trout, I think. I like the detail. They really do look like true porcelain figurines on the shelf. And then over here are the bluebird. I like that one a lot too. Is that a chip? I don't know if that's a chip. I guess might be, but also that's where I guess that's not actually, because it's where the stamp goes off the side. Isn't that, I think, oh no, I keep looking for chips and thinking I find them. Is the beak chipped? I think the beak might be chipped. It's so funny that I have such bright lights on right now that I didn't know. I am gonna have to take stock. You let me know what you think are chipped or not. I guess I'm pretty happy with them. I'm a wabi-sabi kind of guy. I can accept a little bit of chipping on an antique. Sometimes I can say that it gives it character, but I am a perfectionist, so sometimes I want to have perfect things too. But the frog's kind of cute. Frog's bum. And then I don't know how to say that other name for German Shepherd. Alsatian? But that is the German Shepherd. It was hard to get the German Shepherd with good ears, and I think I do have a tiny chip on that ear. But on the line they say that they have no chips on them. I don't know how they tell that, but it was really hard to get a German Shepherd. Really hard to get a fox without chips. And this is one of my favorites. I have bought multiples of these, and it seems to be pretty common. And it's probably because it is so chunky. It's the kitty, and it's creepy kitty sometimes, depending on the eye paint. But I guess out of the ones that I chose this as the best one, I put it in the set. Cute. And then over here is the rabbit. And I think you can get ears together and ears apart. I think there was a major variation in this one, but it's cute. It's a bunny. It's a big one too. And then owl. The owl, I'm also not sure if I have chipped ears or not. I think I do, and I think it often gets chipped. It had really pointy ears, I guess. But it's cute, and I don't think any of my chips are that noticeable. Well, I know they're not that noticeable because I didn't notice them until now, and I really kind of looked these over. And then we have the poodle, and that one I did notice. I had a chip on the base. So I have one that has a chip somewhere here that's really not noticeable, but I was feeling it, and then I had to get another one because of the chip. So I guess I will have to get unchipped versions of the others. I mean, there's no rush though. I'll just keep my eyes open. And here, Corgi's ears seem to be good. I think the Corgi is worth a lot. More rare for some reason, or maybe I did find a lot of chipped ears. He's got a spot on this bum. Sometimes there's weird paint. I kind of like the weird paint. I don't like when it's on his nose. But I think it was really hard for me actually to find one of these that wasn't chipped, and I made sure, or had good paint on it or something. But that's the last one, the corgi. They're really cute. Do you have a favorite? All right, there's nursery rhymes coming. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a different video, but definitely a miniatures video, and lots of fun. And I do hope to do more miniature videos, thrift finds, and furniture building in the near future. So I hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Normally I have a lower shelf. I can take some of these away. These are additions to these shelves that I have these on, so I decided to glue these up together. However, I did want to go higher today with the shelves and realized that I didn't have enough crates. And I got these crates at the Dollar Tree, and they change them up all the time. Sometimes there's holes, handles in the sides here, and see how those ones are slatted. I definitely like the slatted ones better. But, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered to put a topper on like that. But I think normally, and then I just glue the little cubes. You can find those at most dollar stores too. So I'm happy with furniture like this. I'm not sure how, elegant it is, but I like that style. I do like elegant castle walls though, which you see reflected. I'm going to maybe put this. This is a nice cool thrift find that I found. It's stamped England, which makes it even better, and it's a cool scene. It's a nice plate, goes nicely on the plate rail here, and I've got this frame that I made with a mold and some hot glue, and that's really cool to put. I actually prefer frames without artwork in them, unless it's old and stuff. There we go. Thanks for joining us. I'll open up the drawbridge and let you out.